Good morning and welcome to day 3 of the Iceland videos. So today we are heading off to see some of the highlights of Reykjavik. We're actually going on an, well, it's not an open top bus tour. They're normally open top bus, but here they're not open top bus because it's very cold. So we're going on a city sightseeing bus tour of Reykjavik to see some of the main sites, and it's one of the hop on hop off tours, so we can get on and off as we please whenever we see anywhere that interests us. So I thought that was quite a good way to see the city without spending too long out in the cold. So we're doing that this morning, and then this evening we are going to the Blue Lagoon, which is one of Iceland's most famous attractions, so I'm really excited to see what it's like. We've got a tour booked from this hotel, so we'll get a pickup from this hotel, take us to the Blue Lagoon, and I think the ticket includes entry, a mud mask and 1 free drink. So should be a really good day, another day seeing all of the best that Iceland has to offer, and I'm very excited. So I'm just starting to layer up now. It actually doesn't look as cold today as it was yesterday. So if you haven't seen my video from yesterday, we went to we did a Golden Circle tour where we saw all of the main sort of waterfalls, geysers and all of that on the Golden Circle loop from Reykjavik. So that was really awesome, but it was very cold. It got to -18 degrees. So today it's looking a lot milder, around -9. So I'm just sort of layering up now. I've got a pair of running trousers, then a pair of tracksuit bottoms, and then I'm doing a base layer, this fleece, and then I'll put another big jumper over the top, and hopefully that should be okay. So we're trying to work out the Reykjavik bus system. So we've had to walk probably about 10 minutes to a bus stop. Not too far from the hotel, but hopefully this is going to take us to the place where we can pick up our open top bus tickets from. Not open top bus stop, it's not an open top bus. Okay, after a little bit of a fiasco, we've found the first bus stop for the city bus tour, not the open top bus tour. It's definitely a closed top bus tour. We got one of the Reykjavik public buses into town, but my app stopped working, but the bus driver didn't seem to mind, so that was good. Then it was a little bit icy walking over here, but we found the bus stop. I'll put all the details of this bus stop in one of my blog posts because it's quite difficult to locate, or at least we found it quite difficult to locate. But we are here now with a city sightseeing bus stop number 1 sign, so I think we're in the right place, and we've got this beautiful sunrise view to enjoy while we wait for the bus. So the Reykjavik open top bus tour was not the best one that we've done. We've done quite a few of them, haven't we, Mum? Yeah. Yeah, it was the commentary was just all over the place. So we did end up getting off halfway through, and we were going to go to the church just up there. Name slipped off the top of my head, but I'll remember it. And I was going to climb the tower there because it's going to have a really nice view, but unfortunately it was closed until 2:30, so maybe get a chance to do that tomorrow morning. So now we decided to walk instead. It's quite nice actually, like now in the main city centre there's a lot of the snow and the ice has been cleared off the pavement, so it's just like walking at home. Well, obviously you're in Reykjavik. So we're walking to fly over Iceland now. So I'm now walking walking along the Statues and Sculptures Walk, which is just by the sea in Reykjavik. So we did the open top bus tour, the city sightseeing tour, and it really wasn't great. I normally quite like these open top bus tours, and I wouldn't normally, I'd normally try and find something good to say about it, but the only good thing was that it did kind of drive us around a few places and gave us a little bit of information, but honestly the information was all over the place and it wasn't at all related to where we were. And I've actually just had a look at the reviews, which I probably should have done before we went on it. The reviews are really bad, so I don't recommend that. However, we then went to fly over Iceland, which was my top thing that I wanted to do in Reykjavik. It was incredible. It's a virtual flight and you really do feel like you're flying over Iceland, as the name suggests, and it was amazing. We saw so many different corners of the country, so many places that are like really off limits to tourists just because they're so remote and difficult to access. So that was definitely 10 out of 10 recommendation. So my main quest was to find the statue, the one behind me. This is called the Sun Voyager. It is, a lot of people think it's a Viking boat, and in fact our taxi driver last night, when I asked him about it, he said it was a Viking boat. However, I've just been reading about it online, and apparently the sculptor didn't intend for it to be a Viking boat, but it was meant to be sort of an ode to the sun, and it was meant to be a representation of how there's always sort of sunshine and hope somewhere. So I'm guessing this is a beautiful winter's day. We've been so lucky with weather, but I think sometimes it can be a bit bleak here in the winter. So I'm guessing it sort of represents that, you know, even in the depths of the winter, there's always sunlight somewhere. So that's very nice. And now I'm just carrying on walking along here. I actually got the bus from the hotel down to here. We went back to the hotel and then I got the bus back down to here. Now I'm walking along by the sea, just taking in some of the views. It is absolutely lovely. Oh. I do feel like we have been extremely lucky with the weather. However, multiple local people have told us that this is like so cold for Reykjavik, and I mean, like, it's freezing. Like, I think it's a little bit warmer today than it was yesterday, but like yesterday in the Thingvellir National Park it was minus 18 degrees, and here, I don't know, I think at the moment it's probably about -5, but it was colder than that this morning. I think this morning it was about -8, and you know, they're saying like for it to be sort of below -5 in Reykjavik is really unusual, but gorgeous sunshine. And actually our taxi driver was saying that they've only had 3 snowfalls this year. Look how much snow there is though. So the last snowfall they had was on New Year's Eve, and obviously because it's just been really cold, it hasn't had a chance to melt at all. It is meant to be warmer next week, so potentially this winter wonderland will not look quite the same next week. It's 3 o'clock and the sun is just starting to set. Well, it's getting low in the sky at least, but this winter light, like, I can't express how gorgeous it is. Like, I can't compare it to the summer because I haven't been here in the summer, but it's just so pretty. So just to update, apparently now it is a rather balmy 2.5 degrees. That definitely has a point. When I first saw that, I thought it said -25 degrees, and I was like, no, it's not that cold, surely. You know, it is -2.5. To be honest, it does feel a bit colder, like, considering it was so much colder yesterday. It doesn't feel that much warmer now, but I don't know. I mean, it's still freezing either way, isn't it? We have made it to the Blue Lagoon. Hello from the Blue Lagoon. So, it is lovely here. It's so otherworldly. It literally, at night you can't see anything. You literally just see like mist and water, and it feels like you could just be swimming into the ether. But it is so cool. So your package here includes the mud masks that I am fashioning, and a free drink and obviously use of the facilities. So yeah, it is well worth doing. We actually weren't here for as long as we could have been because we booked a later departure, and the last bus back is at 8:15, and by the time we got here, got changed, it was like 6:30. So I would have liked a little bit more time, but still pretty awesome. Literally, you cannot see where you're going at all. It's just mist, and you're just sort of walking / swimming through mist. And then you eventually see some lights on the horizon. That's like either the bar or the face mask bar, which seem to be the two main landmarks of the Blue Lagoon. So I'm just approaching the bar now. One of the things about the Blue Lagoon is it can be quite difficult to find where you get out, because like if it's in the dark, everything looks very similar. Anyway, I think I found the right exit now, and I also think it's time to take my mask off. And you literally just get out by walking up this ramp in the changing area, which means that you don't have much time in the cold at all, which is really good. I'm going to sign this video off here, back from the Blue Lagoon now. Haven't had time to have dinner, so I just got some crisps and chocolate downstairs. They sell a few like snacky bits there, and I have an apple and one of those like fruit bars. So that's my dinner. I'm going to have that now. This was our last full day in Iceland, sadly. We definitely needed to spend an extra day. I really wish we had booked 4 nights instead of 3. But we've definitely packed a lot in. Tomorrow our flight doesn't leave until 4:20 because of the way the pickup works. We're getting picked up from our hotel at midday. But we are gonna make sure that we make the most of the morning. I'm gonna try and get up at 6 and go to there's another like lagoon bus kind of thing close to here. So I'm gonna try and go there. They open at 6:30, try and get there for then and go there for an hour or so, just for a little swim really, and just to sort of see what it's like. See how it compares to the Blue Lagoon. I think it's more of a local one, so that will be nice. Then we're gonna hopefully go to the church that we couldn't go to earlier because it was closed. So hopefully that will be open tomorrow, because I really want to climb to the top of it, because apparently it's going to be a really nice view from there. And just see a couple more sights of like the centre of Reykjavik. So that's the plan, and I will make a video of tomorrow, even though it will probably be a shorter video because it will be finishing around midday when we fly back to the UK, but I'll share some more of my thoughts and tips for visiting Iceland in the winter as well. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye!